Brightest blessings. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you happen to be new, my name is Elizabeth. I am a medium, divine channeler, spirit extractor specialist, white witch, and divine alchemist, and I also happen to be a divine feminine on the path of ascension. If you are feeling a lot of ascension symptoms, maybe you don't realize they're ascension symptoms, you're not alone. If you are feeling the aches, the pains, the fatigue, the dizziness, the forgetfulness, just feeling really lethargic, not sleeping, all of these things, we are experiencing some really intense energies, and this is all due to the equinox. So we're going to be talking about the equinox, and if you are in the northern hemisphere, this would be known as the spring equinox. If you are in the southern hemisphere, this would be known as the autumn equinox. So let's talk about some of the energies, some of the things that I'm getting from spirit, from the universe, from my team. First of all, right off the bat, it's going to be about balance. Equinoxes are always about balance. If you happen to be getting any signs or symbols, including numbers or even seeing doubles of things, sometimes I'll see double animals or just I'll hear a double song. This is all because it has to do with two forces, with polarity, also duality, and how we relate to both. Remember that, what if you are connecting with duality more, then this is going to be more of that separation consciousness. We want to focus more on polarity, but we want to address where we might be separated, and there might be this us versus them kind of consciousness going on. We have to realize that we're here for unity. Everything is one. Everyone is one. But polarity is certainly coming up very, very strongly for the equinox. If you are on the twin flame journey, if you resonate with being a twin flame, really important to pay attention. Of course, it's important for everyone, but where are you out of balance? It's going to be about balancing energies. So it's balancing energies within, and it's also balancing energies without, balancing them between yourself and your counterpart. It gets to be very tricky. It gets to be very challenging. When things are out of balance in our life, and it's been out of balance for some time, what the universe will do is it will create different types of crossroad points. We'll feel very stuck. We'll feel very stagnant, very frustrated. There could even be tower moments if we resist enough. There could be these very strong tower moments, things that are just so crushing, endings that are so difficult, to help us to be aware of where we have been out of balance. So that way we can work with bringing things more into balance. We're never going to be perfect at that, but it's to work with that flow of the balance. And I've talked about this before. So really important here, because some people are very ungrounded, so they might be way up in the etheric and not focusing enough on the body, not focusing enough on the material realm, not focusing enough on the here and now. And that's out of balance. For others, it may be just work, 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 push, 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 force, 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 and then not enough quiet time, not enough introspection, not enough playfulness, imagination, all of those things, because we need that. I mean, that balance between active and inactive. For others, there might be some wounding there where your polarities are off. So someone might be much heavier, I would say, in their masculine energy, where they're not in their feminine energy, or vice versa. So it's definitely to take account where you may be out of balance, and this equinox is going to bring up things and shake it up, of course, a bit, where you have been out of balance, bringing those energies, helping you to bring those energies back into a balance. So pay attention out there, and if you are seeing any signs, any double signs, double numbers, please let me know in the comments below. I received this as a great light-filled time of potential. That's what I had received from Spirit, great light-filled time of potential. And it's very true. It's about new beginnings, but how can we have new beginnings if we don't have endings? So we have to realize what's not serving us and be able to process those emotions, be able to work with what doesn't serve and release it. and allow for new energy, new thoughts, new beliefs, healthy programs to come in. And that's going to be beautiful, because then when we're changing what's going on inside of us, then the outside can change. It's never the other way around. So if you are feeling really stuck, if you are feeling as though you hit a wall, if you're at a crossroads, don't worry. Change is here, but we want to work with the change, right? Because we are getting plenty of support from the divine. However, we also have to work with those divine energies. We have free will, and we can resist things for a while, but when we resist things enough, and it's really our soul came here to really learn, we can very well experience those really tough tower moments when things end and crush down, sometimes right out of nowhere, and it gets us to realize, to be conscious of where we've been going off the rails in our life, so we can bring everything back into balance, working with that balance. Great light-filled time of potential too. So we have the new beginnings here, and it's really supporting manifesting. I'm getting that it's really supporting co-creating and co-manifesting. So this has been a really big topic. It's been coming through a lot. It's been coming through in personal sessions about people who are looking to manifest prosperity, create things, and move forward, and all of that. And nothing really seems to be taking place. It's just been slow, and there's been a lot of frustration involved. Well, these energies are certainly going to help you with creating. And not only that, but whatever you've had planted, when you had manifested in the past some things, we're going to be having experiences of what we already planted. So this is a really great thing if you have been maybe wondering, okay, well, I had planted my seeds, I made my goals, I worked on my manifesting, and I'm not really seeing anything happen. Sometimes things take a little time, and we have to be patient, right? It's just like the earth and gardening. We have to be patient when we plant those seeds, tend to our garden, and it's kind of energy. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. So be patient. Things are about to come into fruition. I really do get that. And it's also a really strong time for manifesting. So let's talk about manifesting for a moment, because I think some people get thrown off and they're not understanding where manifesting is actually going wrong for them, or where it's just not working. And the thing is, when we are manifesting, we have to become that vibration, that frequency, in order to attract. So yes, it is like The Secret, the laws of attraction, but we can't forget that the laws of attraction actually go with the laws of resonance. So this came to me really, really strongly. My team was really giving me this information about where I have been going wrong with some of my manifesting, where I could manifest better, and where I could manifest better, you can manifest better, as not getting thrown off by the physical, not getting thrown off by the physical illusion, and being in that zone of complaint, being in that zone of thinking that you don't have, or that lack of consciousness, not concentrating on that zone of limitation, right? We may know that, right? We may know that intellectually, we may know that, but have we integrated it? Are we using it? Is it working for us? For many people, it's not, because it's very tricky there. When we go over to our bank account, or we look at our app, and we look and go, oh boy, I don't have enough money. Where did my money go? Where did it go? I can't believe it. Why? I thought I had more. And when we're constantly in that, it is not helping whatsoever. That's all lack consciousness, and it's not telling the universe, it's not telling source that you have prosperity. It's not telling the source that you have wealth. The best thing to do here is to just appreciate what we have. Appreciation is going to go a long way, or gratitude, same thing. Staying really appreciative while at the same time really focusing on that inner picture, focusing on the inner world and knowing that you already have it. It's an inner knowing, and it's a trust of that inner knowing. So it's visualizing, and this is magic 101, guys, if you wonder, right? And that's the kind of witch I am. Practical magic is key. Good magic, positive magic, non-control magic, divine magic. And this whole planet is magical. The universe is magical. There's magic everywhere. It's making that magic work for you. So it's visualizing what you wish for, right? And feeling it as well. So you're having an emotional connection to that inner vision. At the same time, you're having that inner knowing that it's already done. It's already done in the energetic world. And you're appreciating in the physical world what's already there. That's what's opening up the doors, allowing the flow to come in. It's not stopping the flow. It's not stopping that flow. That sunlight, if you picture that sunlight coming through, you're connecting with that sunlight on Earth. It's like the tiger's eye that I'm wearing, tiger's eye. Because it carries both the sun energy, the fire energy, and earth energy. That's why it's so great for manifesting. That's why it's great for abundance. It's also why it's great for protection, by the way, tiger's eye. But we have to think of it that way, okay, and actually feel it out in that way. That's the way to go. So before we can get to that, however, we have to pull out the weeds. So before we plant those seeds, we have to pull out the weeds. And the weeds are always going to be about those stories, those programs, those beliefs about lack, about limitation, those things that we've learned. We've learned from listening to other people, to friends, to people vent and complain and tell us that basically kind of convince us, even if it's not consciously done, that we should be afraid, we should be worried. You should be worried. You should be worried about money. You should be worried about this or that. You should be worried about health. It's not keeping those things. It's not keeping that. And anywhere where it's coming from the bloodlines, we don't want to keep that. A lot of stuff comes from the ancestors that doesn't serve. So we celebrate the ancestors, we honor the ancestors, honor where we come from, honor our roots, so important. But it's not to honor our ancestors by keeping their limiting beliefs and programs. It's not what you came here for, and it's certainly not celebrating them. We want to celebrate them only with the positive attributes, positive memories, all of those things. So see what you can do to sharpen this up, sharpen your vision up after you're clearing out those thoughts, beliefs, stories, and programs of lack and any resistance there. See what you can do to sharpen your vision, your inner vision, and to trust the inner knowing, while at the same time having appreciation and gratitude for what you have now. That's staying out of lack, it's staying out of limitation, and it's also trusting what's going on in that inner world, energetic world, and it's allowing things to come through. So really strong message right now. Remember, working with laws of attraction, laws of resonance together as one. I also get very strongly for this equinox, strongly is the word, strength, courage, coming through. Absolutely. A time where we are coming into our empowerment. So of course, with all of these gateways, with all of these vortexes, these portals, these cosmic activations, it's all about bringing us back into our power, our true nature. So where we have been disempowered, yes, we've been having these things happen. Coming up, where has the disempowerment knocked you off balance, and knocked you off balance with your partner if you are a beloved? because it will. It's really an important time to recognize how we've been disempowered. Any traumas we've been through, anything where we've given our power away, we've given permissions to others that it does not serve. Anywhere where we were afraid to speak our truth or to express ourselves. All of these types of things, and to realize when it comes to clearing these things, it really is about clearing it broadly. And I do recommend to clear it broadly. So it's the ancestors, it's anywhere where it's coming through the bloodlines, but it's also other lifetimes. And to always remember, you don't have to know the exact details of other lifetimes unless your team or spirit wants to show you, universe wants to show you. But yes, I do get this as a time where we are going to be realizing more about how we've been disempowered and how that has turned into different behaviors, habits, even for some addictions, because those are the roots. Those are the roots. We always want to get to the roots, pull those roots out, and then we can step into being the magician. We can step into co-creation, co-manifestation, and get it to work for us, not against us. Because if we're holding on to negative thoughts, beliefs, stories, programs, lower emotions, lower vibration, keeping us down, keeping us heavy and weighted down, we cannot manifest what we truly desire. We're actually manifesting the opposite. The opposite. And then lots of people get frustrated and think that nothing works for them, which becomes another program. They feel like they're stuck forever, nothing's going to get better, more programming. And it's just a constant cycle. It's like a rat on a wheel. So we want to end that disempowerment. So this energy is coming in strongly with this equinox to bring confidence, to bring balance, to bring courage as well. I also got this. So anything that you can think of right off the bat, or you may, have this goal and you want to take action, but you're afraid to. You want to step forward, but I'm not sure. These stories, right? All of these stories, all these things that could go wrong, all these judgment stories, all these rejection stories, right? And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. So I get that there's going to be this courageous energy coming through, actions that are going to really help you if you take them. And I really do get for this the Fool's card, or I like to call it the Adventurer in the tarot, taking that leap of faith. But many people are just so deathly afraid of taking the leap of faith because they're still holding on to the past where they have been rejected, where they've been abandoned, where they weren't validated, where things went wrong, where they've gotten their heart broken, where they were made to not feel enough. Right? And this is what's going to be coming up. Granted, this has been coming up, but these energies are going to bring more of that up and then support you with taking action towards your dreams. Right? Because courage is really important. How can we change things without courage? Right? Taking that leap of faith, trusting in the universe, trusting in love, trusting in light, trusting in ourselves as well. Trusting that we'll be okay. Trusting that if we don't take a chance, then how can anything really change? But it's so important to address the inner change first. So that way when we take the outer change, well, first of all, we may not even take the outer change. Right? But if we don't take the time to look within, and make those changes, address those fears, that could be that could be a matter of whether things really move forward into what you truly desire or they don't, and you just remain in that kind of stuck zone. So it's just really very important at this time to know where you are in that, and to realize too that the divine is supporting you with making the changes within, so you can make the changes without, and you can do so with courage, with confidence, not afraid to express yourself, knowing that you're supported. Yeah, this is really big energy here. Big energy here. Balance. Bringing light. Bringing new beginnings. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that, having this chat with you and bringing through these messages that I received so strongly, I hope that this will help you. A stone that I recommend, of course, is tiger's eye, but I also recommend the clear quartz. The clear quartz comes up now. The clear quartz is fantastic because it's literally a computer. It can be programmed to do anything. You cleanse it, you charge it up, you can charge it in moonlight, sunlight, and then put your intentions in. Charge it with your thoughts, charge it with your intentions and your emotional energy. What do you want this crystal to do for you? It's an all-purpose crystal. It can do anything. Anything. That's what I love about the clear quartz. And I know a lot of you resonate with it because you come from places like Lemuria, Atlantis, as ancient civilizations, worked with crystals, programmed them, records in them, like Lemurian sea crystals, record keeper crystals, held lots of knowledge from that time. But crystals are just wonderful, especially the clear crystal. And if you don't have any crystals, I do recommend that this crystal is the one to get. If you have no crystals, or if you only have one crystal, let it be this one, because this can do anything. Thank you so much for hanging with me. And I hope that this is a very powerful solstice for you, very powerful equinox. And if you are struggling at all on your path, please visit me, theparanormalpriestess.com. I can definitely do a personalized channeled session with you. We can speak directly to your team regarding your own very personal situation, your ascension path, your twin flame journey, your life purpose. We get into plenty of specific details in these sessions, theparanormalpriestess.com. I also offer light language healing and activation sessions, taking a break from the paranormal work right now, but I will be back when I get the go on that. But there's plenty that we can do together. If you are also having issues with psychic attacks or attachments and things like that, there are certainly things that I can supply you with if you are having trouble in that area. So, theparanormalpriestess.com, I will leave all of that in the description below, and thank you so much. And remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Brightest blessings, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.